After 60, the way we move through a typical day, getting out of a recliner, walking to the mailbox, or resting after lunch with the TV on, starts to affect our legs more than we realize. Even small familiar habits like skipping breakfast, sitting too long, or wearing the same old pair of house shoes can slowly make your legs feel heavier, slower, or less steady than they used to. We've always believed our daily routines were harmless, but after 60, our joints and muscles don't bounce back the same way, and quiet changes in circulation, nerve response, and posture can chip away at leg strength without warning. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, seniors' legs are especially sensitive to long periods of stillness, nutrient gaps, or poor nighttime recovery, often triggered by habits we've never been told to question. This isn't your fault. Most of us were never taught how these little things add up, or how much our legs rely on subtle, steady care in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. But now that you know just a few gentle shifts, like changing how you sit, what you sip, or how you end your day, can help you feel stronger, safer, and more confident on your feet again. In this video, you'll discover 7 everyday habits that may be quietly weakening your legs, and how to reverse them with simple science-backed tips made specifically for older adults in the U.S. Each solution is low-effort, realistic, and designed to help your body move better without overwhelm. And if you stay with us through to the end, you'll finally learn the truth about coffee and how your morning cup might be quietly draining the very minerals your legs depend on. So let's begin with the first small habit that could be holding your legs back, especially if getting up, stepping out, or walking across the room has started to feel harder than it used to. Mistake number 1. Skipping protein at breakfast. In quiet kitchens across America, many older adults begin their day the same gentle way: a slice of toast, a spoonful of jam, and a warm mug of coffee sipped slowly in a favorite recliner. The morning paper rests on the table. It feels calm, familiar, a well-earned pause after years of rushing. But here's the gentle shift. Many don't realize what once felt like a good start may now be quietly leaving your legs behind. After 60, your body changes how it wakes and rebuilds. Overnight, during sleep, muscles naturally enter a fasting state, breaking down ever so slightly for energy. And when morning comes, your legs are ready to repair. But when breakfast is made of only carbohydrates like toast juice or sweet cereal, your body misses the tools it needs. Blood sugar rises fast, crashes hard. You feel drained by 10 a.m., more inclined to sit than move. And your legs? They feel like they're carrying yesterday's weariness into today. This happens not because breakfast is bad, but because it's incomplete. Glucose floods your bloodstream, and your body responds by releasing insulin. That reaction brings energy down too fast. Meanwhile, your muscles, especially in your legs, miss their recovery window. Without protein, they don't rebuild. The fibers that support each step weaken slowly. It's not dramatic, but it accumulates. The National Institute on Aging now recommends that adults over 60 aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, especially in the morning. But the average breakfast still falls far short. Fortunately, rebuilding doesn't require a full meal plan change. You don't need to grill chicken at sunrise. You just need a little balance. A scoop of Greek yogurt with cinnamon, a tablespoon of almond butter on whole grain toast, a soft protein shake with berries, even a bit of cottage cheese with fruit. These aren't big moves. They're small affirmations, feeding the frame that carries you forward. Harold, a 73-year-old retired train conductor from Tulsa, Oklahoma, used to start each day with toast juice and the morning weather report. It felt just right. But soon, his legs began to tire just walking to the corner store. He chalked it up to aging. His daughter, a home care nurse, suggested trying a morning shake with oats berries and 1 scoop of protein powder. He agreed to test it for a week. By day 5, the heaviness in his legs started to fade. By week 2, he wasn't leaning on his shopping cart anymore. And by week 3, He felt something he hadn't in years, sturdy, present, like his legs remembered how to hold him again. This matters more than it seems. Muscle loss after 60 isn't sudden, it's silent. Each skipped protein opportunity is a missed chance for strength. And that weakness shows up subtly: a pause before stepping off the curb, a second of hesitation on the stairs. It affects more than strength. It affects confidence. And when the body doesn't feel supported, the mind starts to pull back too. The good news: you don't need a program or plan. You just need a small shift. One scoop, one spoonful, one new part of a familiar routine. Because real leg strength after 60 isn't just built in the gym. It begins in the quiet moments right there at your breakfast table. And coming up next, we'll look at an afternoon habit that feels restful, but maybe slowly turning your leg muscles off when they need you most. Mistake number 2. Sitting too long without breaks. After lunch, the house grows quiet. Maybe you settle into your favorite recliner, turn on the news, or get lost in a good book. Something familiar, something earned. It feels like peace. A small reward after years of moving, working, caring. For many older adults in the US, these quiet hours feel safe. But here's what most don't realize: that comfort may be quietly taking strength away from your legs. You see, sitting for long stretches doesn't just rest the body. It slowly turns off the systems that keep your legs strong. Blood flow slows down. Muscles go quiet. The nerves that tell your legs to move, they fade into silence, like a radio left on, but turned too low to hear. Over time, this stillness turns into stiffness, then into heaviness, then into weakness that builds so slowly you don't even notice until one day you do. And here's the shift that matters most after 60. Your body doesn't recover the way it used to. Circulation slows. Joints dry out. The longer your legs stay inactive, the more they forget how to move efficiently. You might not feel pain, but you might feel slower, unsteady, or unsure on your feet. That hesitation, it's your legs asking for help. But the solution is gentle. You don't have to stop resting. You just have to add rhythm. Set a soft reminder every 30 to 45 minutes. Stand up, stretch your legs, walk to the kitchen, look out the window. Even one lap around the living room tells your body, we're still here. We still work. Linda, a 76-year-old retired librarian in Rochester, New York, used to spend hours in her green armchair. She loved her mystery novels, but her knees would lock when she stood. One day, she nearly fell. Her doctor gave her a simple ritual: place a scarf on the hallway doorknob and touch it every 40 minutes. At first it felt silly, but within 2 weeks, her legs felt more responsive. Standing didn't feel like climbing out of molasses. It felt natural again. So while stillness may feel like healing, too much of it can quietly undo your legs. And movement. It doesn't need to be big. Just a whisper, a step, a stretch, a reminder. Because after 60, strength isn't just built through exercise. It's preserved through gentle attention, through little moments that keep your legs awake before they ever start to fade. Mistake number 3. Eating sugary snacks before bed. As the day winds down, you might find comfort in a small, familiar ritual. Something sweet before bed. A cookie with milk, a scoop of ice cream, a piece of pie during the nightly news. For many older adults in the US, it's more than a snack, it's peace, a quiet reward. But what feels comforting may quietly be working against your body, especially your legs, while you sleep. That sugar, though small, doesn't just satisfy a craving. It can interrupt one of your body's most important recovery windows. Because while you sleep, your legs are supposed to heal. Your muscles repair. Your circulation resets. But sugar throws that system off. It creates inflammation, steals attention away from muscle recovery, and can make your lower limbs feel heavier, stiffer, and less stable by morning. Here's what happens under the surface: sugary snacks late at night cause your blood sugar to spike fast, especially when there's no protein or fiber to slow it down. Your body responds with insulin, but that surge can overshoot, dropping your sugar levels too far a few hours later. This crash can lead to restless sleep, light wake-ups, or leg cramps. At the same time, melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep deeply, is suppressed, leaving your body stuck in defense mode instead of repair mode. And for those over 60, the impact is even greater. As we age, muscle repair slows, circulation becomes less efficient, and the ability to manage blood sugar at night weakens. That sweet bite before bed may feel innocent, but it can quietly delay your body's healing and make your legs feel like they never fully rested. But there's a gentle solution. You don't have to give up your bedtime comfort. You just have to choose something that supports recovery. Try a banana slice with almond butter, or Greek yogurt with cinnamon, even a cup of warm chamomile tea and a few walnuts. These don't just soothe, they feed your muscles the calm, steady nutrients they need overnight. Vince, a 70-year-old retired mechanic from Bakersfield, California, had a nightly habit of cookies and milk. Over time, he noticed morning leg cramps and heaviness. His doctor suggested a small change. Vince replaced the cookies with turmeric milk and pistachios. Within a week, the cramps eased. His legs felt steadier. It wasn't a big change, it was a better choice. So tonight, when you reach for something sweet, ask, is this helping me rest or holding me back? Because after 60, your legs don't just need comfort, they need recovery. And what you eat before bed becomes how you rise tomorrow. Coming up next, a morning drink many seniors trust, but it may be quietly draining the minerals your legs need most. Mistake number 4. Drinking too much coffee without replacing minerals. Mornings are sacred for many older adults across the U.S. A quiet cup of coffee in the kitchen, the paper unfolded, sunlight spilling across the table. It's comfort, routine, a way to start the day with clarity. But when that first cup becomes 2 or 3, and nothing else is added to balance it, your legs may be quietly paying the price. You see, coffee isn't the villain. In moderation, it can boost alertness and even support circulation. But coffee is also a diuretic. That means every cup causes your body to release fluid, along with key minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. And those aren't just nutritional extras. They're the silent stabilizers that help your legs stay strong, steady, and responsive. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax with ease. Calcium gives bones structure and durability. Potassium supports communication between your nerves and muscles. When levels of these minerals dip, you may not feel pain, but you might feel hesitation. A moment of doubt in your step. A strange weakness that seems to come out of nowhere. Over time, the signs build quietly, standing from the couch and needing to pause. Feeling unsteady in the shower. A slight buckle in the knees when you reach for the counter. It's not clumsiness. It's a signal. And for older adults, especially after 60, these little signals matter more, because the body's ability to replenish minerals and recover from stress slows with age. But here's the gentle fix: don't give up coffee, just support it. Begin the day with hydration. Add a banana, some Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts to restore what's lost. Think of it as padding your routine, not restricting it. Because coffee sharpens the mind, but your legs need minerals to stay balanced, grounded, and safe. Just ask Gloria, a 75-year-old retired postal worker in Dayton, Ohio. She loved her 3 cups of coffee but skipped breakfast entirely. Her mornings felt jittery, her steps unsure. One morning she stood too quickly and stumbled. Her doctor didn't say quit coffee. He said balance it. Now she starts with 1 cup of boiled egg and a few slices of avocado. Her balance, steadier. Her mornings, smoother. So if coffee is your ritual, keep it, but let it work with your body, not against it. Because after 60, strength isn't just about energy, it's about stability. And sometimes all it takes is one small change to help your legs carry you with confidence again. Mistake number 5. Starting the day with just juice or fruit smoothies. It feels like a good start. A glass of orange juice at the table. A fruit smoothie on the porch. Maybe a chilled acai blend after a short walk. For many older adults across the U.S., beginning the day with juice or a fruit-based drink feels clean, refreshing, even healing. It's become a symbol of doing something right for the body. But here's the quiet truth. Starting your morning with just juice or fruit smoothies may be quietly working against your legs. Why? Because even the most natural juices hit your bloodstream like a sugar wave. Unlike whole fruit juice, lacks the fiber that slows digestion. So when you drink it alone, sugar is absorbed fast. Your blood sugar spikes. Your body rushes to bring it down by producing insulin. And just a little while later, your energy crashes. Your legs start to feel heavy. Your steps slow. And beneath that sudden drop is something deeper. Your muscles are missing the nutrients they need to stay strong and supported. As we age, this becomes more than just a temporary slump. After 60, the body becomes less efficient at balancing blood sugar. Circulation slows. Vessels stiffen. Spikes and crashes don't just affect how alert you feel. They influence how steady your legs are when you stand, when you walk, when you try to balance. That sensation of unsteadiness. It may not be age. It may be your breakfast. And smoothies. Even homemade blends, if built only with fruit, can cause the same issue. A banana, some pineapple, a splash of juice. It sounds healthy, but it floods your body with sugar without any anchor. And your muscles don't just need calories. They need amino acids for rebuilding, electrolytes for signaling, and anti-inflammatory nutrients to keep joints from stiffening. Without them, it's like starting the day with a beautiful engine but no fuel. Most older adults are already navigating slower digestion, reduced muscle mass, and less insulin sensitivity. That means the same breakfast that worked at 40 might now leave your legs sluggish, cramp-prone, or weak. Your body is asking for balance, not just sweetness. But this fix is simple. You don't have to give up smoothies or juice. You just need to anchor them. Add Greek yogurt, a scoop of nut butter, some oats or chia seeds. For juice lovers, pair it with a boiled egg, avocado toast, or even a small piece of cheese. Give your legs the tools they need, not just a quick hit of sugar. That's what Gerald, a 78-year-old retired school bus driver from Illinois, learned. Every morning, he'd blend fruit and juice. But by mid-morning, he was drained. His legs ached climbing stairs. A friend suggested adding protein powder and oats. Within 2 weeks, the fatigue lifted. His steps felt stronger. His mornings felt like his again. So while juice may seem light and easy, it might not be what your legs truly need after 60. The right breakfast doesn't just wake you up, it holds you up. It says, we're ready for the day. And sometimes, that's all your body needs to stand strong. And in the next part, we'll explore how one innocent ingredient in your kitchen might be quietly feeding inflammation right where your legs feel it most. Mistake number 6. Using vegetable oils that promote inflammation. They're in almost every kitchen across America. A quick pour in the frying pan. A drizzle on salad. A splash into muffin batter. Vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and canola have become staples, cheap, versatile, and long promoted as heart-healthy. But for many older adults, these oils may be quietly stirring up inflammation, especially in the legs. The issue isn't that these oils are unnatural. It's the imbalance. They're loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While small amounts of omega-6 are essential, too much, especially without enough omega-3s, can push the body into a chronic, low-grade inflammatory state. This doesn't show up as sudden pain. It shows up as tightness in the knees, legs that feel swollen by afternoon, or muscles that take longer to bounce back after a walk. Here's what's happening under the surface. Omega-6s trigger a pathway in your body that increases certain chemical messengers, prostaglandins, and leukotrienes. These are your body's internal fire alarms. They signal inflammation to heal wounds or fight illness. But when they're turned on too often, the body begins to live in a state of overreaction. For seniors, that shows up in stiff joints, slow recovery, and persistent discomfort in the lower body. And it's not just about frying. These oils hide in places you might not expect: salad dressings, packaged snacks, frozen foods, even in low-fat baked goods. That means inflammation might be creeping in without you realizing it, building up quietly each day. The solution isn't complicated. It's about swapping, not scrapping. Try replacing those high omega-6 oils with anti-inflammatory ones. Use extra virgin olive oil for dressing and light cooking. For higher heat, try avocado oil. These oils are richer in monounsaturated fats, which support vascular health and keep inflammation in check. You don't need to toss everything overnight. Just start with one bottle at a time. Take Carl, a 73-year-old retired firefighter in Boise, Idaho. He loved his hash browns fried in corn oil, but his knees swollen and stiff by mid-morning. After learning about the omega-6 link, he switched to olive oil. It didn't seem like much, but within 2 weeks, the swelling eased, and standing up from his truck felt easier. No miracle, just smarter cooking. So while vegetable oils might seem harmless, they can quietly stir up trouble. For stronger legs, calmer joints, and better mornings, choose oils that support, not sabotage, your body's balance. Coming up next, a subtle bedtime mistake that disrupts nighttime circulation and makes your legs feel heavier by morning. Mistake number 7. Sleeping with your legs too still, too long. At night, we crave stillness. A soft bed, warm blankets, legs tucked under layers. For many older adults in America, it's the quietest part of the day, and it should be healing. But here's something most people don't realize: staying in one fixed position for hours, especially without leg movement, can quietly disrupt circulation and leave your legs feeling heavier come morning. It doesn't feel harmful. In fact, it feels restful. But deep beneath the covers, your blood flow slows. Your calf muscles, the natural pumps that help return blood to your heart, go silent. The nerves guiding them go quiet too. For young bodies, that might not matter. But after 60, when circulation is slower and veins are more fragile, this lack of motion can lead to swelling, tingling, or that dead leg feeling first thing in the morning. Let's look at the science. When you lie flat without moving your legs for hours, especially on your back, or side, gravity slows venous, return the process that brings blood back to the heart. Without occasional muscle contraction, blood can pool in the lower limbs, causing minor inflammation and pressure buildup. This isn't a disease, it's mechanics. And over time, that reduced flow can mean more than just morning stiffness. It can cause numbness, burning sensations, or a deep ache in the calves, especially in seniors with vascular issues, diabetes, or previous leg injuries. The good news: the solution is simple and gentle. Before sleep, do 2 to 3 minutes of ankle rolls, gentle calf stretches, or even a light walk around the room. While in bed, change positions every few hours if possible. And when you wake up, avoid jumping straight out of bed. Wiggle your toes, flex your ankles. Let your body know it's time to move. This tells your muscles, it's morning, we're on again. These small rituals, repeated nightly, retrain your legs to keep blood flowing even during sleep. Let's meet Eileen, a 74-year-old retired piano teacher from Lexington, Kentucky. She used to wake up with feet that felt puffed and calves that cramped as she stood. She assumed it was just age. Then a nurse friend suggested she add 2 simple stretches to her nighttime routine and sleep with a soft pillow under her knees. After a week, the puffiness faded. The cramps disappeared. Her mornings felt easier, like her legs hadn't stopped working while she slept. So while stillness feels peaceful, too much of it can quietly unravel the support your legs need. After 60, leg strength isn't just built when we move, it's protected when we rest well. And rest well doesn't mean being motionless. It means honoring the body's rhythms, supporting gentle flow, listening to what our legs whisper through the night, and letting them wake up ready. One better choice. You've just taken a closer look at 7 quiet mistakes. Small things, familiar routines, a cookie before bed, long hours in a recliner, a few cups of coffee without balance. They're not failures. Just old habits from an earlier season, ones your body may no longer agree with. And that's okay, because even after 60, your legs still listen. They still respond when given the right support. No extremes needed. No gym, no strict diets. Just small shifts. A handful of almonds. A short stretch. A little protein in the morning. Quiet choices that build quiet strength. You've cared for others. You've built a life on thoughtful routines. Now it's time to tune those habits so your legs can carry you into this next chapter with confidence. If this spoke to you, or reminded you of someone you love, tap the leave a comment and save this video as your reminder. One small shift at a time. Because the road to stronger legs isn't paved in perfection. It's built through quiet care, and it begins with just one better choice.